Good afternoon and welcome to Live at Noon. I'm Fritzi Bodenheimer and here's what's happening right now. A detective working on the Oscar Pistorius case has himself been charged with murder. And better check your cell phone. If you don't have a password, police can search it. And we'll take a good look at Google's latest innovation. A bizarre twist in the Oscar Pistorius case today. The police officer leading the investigation into murder charges against the international track star over the last week has himself been accused of murder. Detective Hilton Botha has been charged with 7 accounts of attempted murder. It is alleged that Botha and 2 other officers opened fire on a minibus taxi in 2011. Detective Botha will stop working on the Pistorius case when the bail hearing is over. The hearing will continue Friday for a 4th day. A top detective on South Africa's police force is the new lead investigator. Lieutenant General Vinesh Munu will take over the investigation. And in related news, Nike has suspended its endorsement deal with Oscar Pistorius. A note on the company website said, "We believe Oscar Pistorius should be afforded due process, and we will continue to monitor the situation closely." Oakley, an eyewear company, has also suspended its contract with the Olympic athlete. Pistorius has been accused of murdering his girlfriend, but maintains his innocence. The water in the tank where a missing Vancouver woman was found dead is being tested for contamination. Elisa Lam was found earlier in the week floating in one of 4 cisterns on the roof of the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles after occupants complained of low water pressure. The water from the tank was being used for showering, drinking, and cooking. The LA County Department of Public Health says the likelihood of contamination is minimal, but they are taking extra precautions. Police had previously said the water was safe. Officials are waiting for an autopsy report to determine cause of death. The Court of Appeals ruled yesterday that police can now conduct warrantless searches on cell phones that are not password protected. This comes after an armed robbery conviction where police found evidence while inspecting a suspect's phone without a warrant. Justice Robert Armstrong ruled the defendant's rights were not breached. The Canadian Civil Liberties Association has expressed disappointment with the ruling. It seems as though even professional athletes aren't immune to cyberbullying. Rebecca Marino has announced that she will be stepping away from her successful tennis career. The Vancouver-born Marino cited depression exasperated by hurtful comments she received on social media as a reason for her leaving the sport. She has canceled both her Twitter and Facebook accounts. It looks like something out of science fiction, but Glass is the very real and latest innovation from Google. Google Glass is a computing device that can be worn on the face as eyeglasses. It can take pictures and video, provide directions, and send text, much like a smartphone. Google is now giving people the chance to get the glasses, but they don't come cheap. A pair will set you back about $1,500. In addition to making technological strides of his own, Mark Zuckerberg is looking to support the next generation of innovators.
For me, the reason why I'm excited about this is because I think that our society needs more heroes who are scientists and researchers and engineers, and you guys are doing all the amazing work.
The founder of Facebook will join with Google and other technological investors to fund the Breakthrough Prize. There will be 11 annual prizes of $3 million each that will help fund efforts in the life sciences field. The founders are hopeful that the prize will encourage philanthropist projects. Advocacy group Democracy Watch and the Environmental Law Clinic of the University of Victoria are calling on the Federal Information Commissioner to investigate the obstruction of media access to scientists working for the federal government. The call for an investigation coincides with the release of a report that outlines the techniques used by the government to restrict access to scientists. The government has long faced criticism for its refusal to allow scientists to speak about their findings without government approval. Tyler Summers, coordinator of Democracy Watch, says government scientists conduct research paid for by taxpayers and therefore have the right to know the results. Another deadly day in Syria. A car bomb exploded in the Syrian capital Damascus, killing at least 40 people and injuring more than 200 others. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says most of those killed were civilians. The blast occurred near the ruling Ba'ath Party headquarters and the Russian embassy, and was one of 3 attacks in the city Thursday. The UN says more than 70,000 people have died since the uprising began in March 2011. CNN is reporting 4 men are being questioned in connection with the rape and murder of 3 sisters in India. The girls, aged 6 to 11, were reported missing on February 14th. Their bodies were found in a well 2 days later. Police say the girls had been raped and murdered. More local news now. There's been talk of a casino in downtown Toronto and also at Woodbine Raceway, but now there's a new potential site in the mix, Exhibition Place. MGM Resorts and Cadillac Fairview have unveiled a website detailing their plans for an integrated resort that would include gaming, entertainment, and a convention center. Developers say it would attract 1 million new visitors to the city every year, create up to 10,000 new jobs, and generate millions of dollars in revenue. City Council will decide in April if Toronto wants a casino and where it should go. Toronto may be the official host city for the 2015 Pan American Games, but Mississauga wants a piece of the recognition. As most of the airport lands in Mississauga territory, Mayor Hazel McCallion says that everyone who arrives at the Games via Pearson Airport should be greeted by a banner welcoming them to Mississauga. In one of his last appointments before he steps down, Pope Benedict has selected Reverend Daniel J. Meehan as auxiliary bishop in Hamilton. The 52-year-old Kitchener native was most recently pastor of St. Benedict Parish in Milton. Meehan will have the sacramental powers of a normal bishop, but his main duties will consist of assisting Hamilton Bishop Douglas Crosby. He says he will work in harmony and unison with him. That's all for Live at Noon. For updates anytime, check out our website, jnmjournal.com, and join us again for the latest on Live at 5. Thanks for watching.